Hey, Boss Man Mike here with you all today on a Sunday. Just want to share my insights, my tips before the beginning of this week. So I've been talking a lot about envisioning your goals, envisioning your dreams, creating your own reality. But you have to also realize you have to put in the time, you have to put in the effort, you got to put in the action. You got to take action. You can't just sit there all your life and just thinking about it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to put it off until next day. I'm going to put it off until tomorrow. I'm going to put it off until next week. No, you got to take continuously improving action to get to where you need to be, to get you where you at. So you can build your confidence, so you can build your skill, your talent to get to where you need to go in your life. You can't just set your goals aside. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it next week. You have to put in that work. You have to put in that time. You got to put in that action. We trap ourselves in this cycle, these habits of doing the same thing each and every day. Why don't we try something new? Why don't we try to switch it up? We got to sit ourselves down and really think about what we're trying to do, where we're trying to go with our lives. We can't just, go to work and then just come home and go to sleep. No, if you work the 9-to-5 job and you got a dream, you got a vision, you gotta, after work, you gotta sit down and really think about what you're trying to do. You gotta work on your craft. You gotta envision yourself. You gotta write down your goals. And I'm not talking about any regular goals. You gotta be specific with your goals. If you see yourself, if you really want to envision yourself of where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, you got to write down specific goals. I'm talking about time. I'm talking about the amount. I'm talking about the days, like how many days it's going to take you to get you to point A, to point B, to point C. You got to be real specific with your goals and your dreams and your vision, and you creating your own reality. And you got to realize that you got to put in the time, you got to put in the action, you got to put in the effort each and every day. You cannot procrastinate. You cannot keep putting this off to the side. You understand me? Even myself, I might come home from work, oh yeah, I had a long day. Why don't I go on the video game, play the video game for a little bit, then I just go back to sleep. Nah, I can't do that. And neither can you. If you really want to reach your goals, if you really want to be your own boss, we really gotta pick it up. We gotta put in that action. We gotta put in that time. We gotta put in that effort each and every day. No matter what, we cannot make excuses no more for ourselves. We gotta pick ourselves up. We gotta motivate ourselves. We gotta find it within ourselves to take that time, to take that effort, to put in that action, to be able to reach our goals, to be able to go on to the next step in our journeys, our destinations, wherever we're trying to go. We got to continuously work on our craft, work on our talents, work on our music, work on our art, improve ourselves, build up our skills, so that one day, whenever you have that opportunity to express yourself, whenever you have that opportunity to showcase your natural gifts, abilities, and talents, people can see that you're confident in your skills. You're confident in your gifts, your abilities, and talents. You know what you're doing, and you love what you're doing. We can't just keep on procrastinating. We can't just give ourselves excuses and, oh yeah, well, I had this going on, I have that going on, I'm too busy, maybe someday I'll get it together. No, the time is now. The time is now. You got to pick yourself up. You got to sit yourself down. You got to pick yourself up. Do whatever you got to do to help you focus, to help you realize that, if you keep putting this stuff off to the side, you're going to be 50 years old thinking, wow, I should have done that. I should have put in that time. I should have put in that action. I should have thought about my goals, my dreams, my reality. I should have thought about it all. I don't want you all to get to 50 years old and just think about, wow, my life was a waste. I want you all to get to 50 years old and be like, wow, look at all my accomplishments. Look at all that I've done, all that I created, all the people that I've helped, that I supported, that I motivated, that I inspired based off of my work, based off of my work ethic. You can't be lazy in this game. You can't give yourself excuses. The more excuses you give yourself, the more time that you put off to the side, the more times that you put off to the side. Like that's the simplest way that I'll put it, because In life, time is always going to keep on moving. The days are always going to keep on rolling. The weeks are always going to keep on rolling. But it's what you do today, what you do each and every day that matters. If you continuously working on yourself, if you continuously improving your actions, your craft, your skills, building yourself up and taking the action to get to where you need to be, you'll see how far you go. You just gotta see it for yourself. You just gotta take it all into consideration. And if you feeling, tired, if you feeling like you don't have it within you today, then you gotta pick yourself up. Gotta do it. Gotta put in that work. Gotta put in that time. There's no time to be lazy. There's no time to be procrastinating. There's no energy to waste on excuses and why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Oh, I should have done it yesterday. I should have done it, last week, last month. No. You got to pick yourself up. You got to motivate yourself. You got to inspire yourself to live your best life. You got to put in that time. You got to put in that action. Because who's going to do it for you? Ain't nobody going to do the work for you. They might, support you. They might try to motivate you and inspire you. They might, be like, oh, yeah, you got it. But no, you got to realize that you got to be the one to put in the time. You got to be the one that put in the effort. You got to be the one to put in the action. And then everything else will come along the way. If people see that you putting in the action, the time, the effort, and you're not just talking, if you actually putting in that work, that time, that effort, and you're not just talking, then they'll support you. Then they'll try to help you. Then they'll come along the way. All the opportunities will come your way. You just gotta make it up to yourself. You gotta make a promise to yourself that you're gonna better yourself, that you're gonna put in that time, that effort, that action to really get to where you need to be in your life. The clock is ticking every day. So what are you waiting for? Are you gonna put it off to the side today? Or are you gonna build yourself up? Are you gonna get ready for the week today? Or are you just gonna wait until next week to get yourself together? All important stuff to think about, but in all honesty, I believe that you all got it. I believe that you all have the motivation, the inspiration within you all. You just gotta put in that work. You gotta put in that action. You gotta put in that time. It's not gonna happen overnight. But I guarantee you, if you continue to work on your craft, your gift, your abilities, your talents, you continue to improve yourself, you ready to go far in this lifetime. You ready to go far in this lifetime. You're gonna be successful. You're gonna be your own boss. Just put in that work. Just put in that time. Don't procrastinate. You know what to do. Get to work. Boss Man Mike out.